Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Myself Ashish and today I'll be covering a video on classic Sudoku by Eric Fox. So before going to the Sudoku, we would really like to apologize about the error that we had in the last video, and the original solution of the yesterday's Sudoku is this. So accidentally we placed the 9 in R6 C4 instead of R5 C4, and which influenced the bit of the solve. So I would really regret the error, and we do apologize to all our viewers that they had to face the problem. So this is the original solution of the Sudoku that we had published yesterday, and you can just have a look at it. So yeah, and now coming on to the today's Sudoku. Today's Sudoku is constructed by Eric Fox, and he is a great constructor and recently has constructed many excellent Sudokus, right? So in today's video we'll be learning about a new Sudoku advanced logic called skyscraper logic, or in other words it is even called X cycles, right? So skyscraper logic is very most important logic in hard Sudokus. It is one of the powerful technique that will help you to eliminate a few candidates easily, right? So I got this Sudoku from Eric Fox, and it has a very great skyscraper logic used in the solve, right? So I'll give the online interface, I'll give the link for the online interface of the Sudoku that we'll be solving today in this video, right? So we'll just go with the rules. We need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and each 3 into 3 box without repetition, right? And that's it. So by this we'll start the Sudoku. Let us see if we can fill a few digits with this. So 3 has to be in one of these two cells, 5 has to be here. Because of the 5 and 5 here, 5 has to be here. Let's see if we can place all the 5s. 5 has to be in one of these two cells, right? And 5 has to be in one of these three cells. So all the 5s are placed now. Okay, so let's see if we can place the 2s. All the both the 2s will be here. There will be a 2 here, right? And 9 will have to be here, right? In this box 9 will have to be here, and 4 in this box will have to be here because of the 4 here, 4 here, and 4 here. And 4 in this box will have to be in one of these two cells, right? Okay, and 6 in box 5 will have to be here, right? Which gives you a 6 9 pair in box 4, which means these three digits will have to be 1 4 7, the remaining digits in those box. And okay, do you get anything else? See, these 5 digits are already placed in this column, so let us place the remaining 4 digits. So 1 7 8 9, right? So 1 is already here. These two digits will have to be 7 8 9. So 1 7 8 9 is already here, and 8 is already here. 1 7 and 9. Okay, same way there are 5 digits already placed in this column. 4 need to be placed. The 4 digits are 3 5 7 and 8. 3 and 8 are already here. 5 and 7. 5 is already here. 3 7 8 in these two digits. 8 is can be eliminated from here, and 3 is already here. 5 7 and 8. Okay, and okay, because of the 6 9 pair we can write the remaining 4 digits, out of which 4 cannot be in these three cells, right? Which means 4 has to be here, and the 3 remaining digits are 1 3 and 7, of course. So 3 is already here. 1 and 7, and it has to be 1 3 and 7. Okay, we are good till now, going good. And okay, so if you see, this cell seems to be more important. What are the digits that can come here. Okay. No, there are still possible digits, many possible digits here. Okay. Oh, 1, 2 and 7 are the possible digits, right? Because 3 is there, 4, 5, 6, 7 is not there, 8 and 9. Okay. And 1, 4, 7, 1, 2, 4, 7. Let us see if we get anything else. 5, 9, 8, 6, 3, 2. So 1, 4, 7 is the possible digit. Oh. So this was the most important cell here. If you see, a very good start, actually, a breaking, very good breaking of this Sudoku. So you got a 1, 4, 7 hidden triplet in the third column, right? No other digit can come here. We already know that 1, 4, 7 triplet is marked here in the box 4, and this cell will have to be 1, 4, 7. 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9 is not possible. 2, 3, 6, 5, 9, 8 are already in the rows and columns. So which means that this has to be 1, 4, 7. And because of the 1, 4, 7 triplet in column 3, we can eliminate 1 and 7 from this cell, and it has to be 2. And now because of these 2, we get, because of the 2, we get a 2 here. And okay. And because of which we get a 2 here, and 2 can be eliminated from here, and these 2 digits will have to be 3 and 6 in some order. Excellent. And if you see, 6 in this box can only be in one of these 2 cells because of the 6 here and 6 here, which means this cell will have to be a 3. Great. What a great flow of the Sudoku, I would say. Excellent flow. And which means the 3 here and here will have to get a 3 here, and because of the 3 here and here, you'll have 3 in one of these 2 cells. Okay. Okay. And because of the 5 here and here, you will get a 5 here in this box, which gives you a 5 here, and which gives you a 7 here, because there is no other digit here. We had 5 is already there. We had 3, 7, 8. 3 and 8 is already here. It has to be a 7, which gives you a 3 here, a 1 here, and a 7 here, right? And because of the 3, 5, 7, we get an 8 here. Okay. And 1, 7, 3, 1 and 7 are already marked. Because of the 3, we eliminate 3 from here, and we don't mark a 1 and 7. Extremely sorry. Okay. And so because of the 3, we mark an 8 here. Okay. And because of the 8, we eliminate 8 from this cell, and it is only 1 and 7, and the remaining 2 digits are 1, 2 and 7, right? The 3 digits are 1, 2 and 7. Because of the 2 here, we can directly mark a 2 here, and this has to be 1 and 7 in some order. And because of the 1 and 7 pair, we get a 4 here, which eliminates 4 from these 2 cells, right? And these 2 digits will have to be 8 and 4, right? And because of the 4 here, we can directly mark a 4 here and an 8 here. Okay. And because of the 8, the 2 digits will have to be 7 and 9. And because of the 7, we can eliminate 7 from here, 1 and 9. One, 6, 7 and 8 are the remaining digits here. Okay. 6 has to be in one of these 2 cells. And we get, what are the 2 digits here? 3 and 9, right? And because of the 3 here, we can directly mark a 9 here and a 3 here. And because of these 2 3s and this 3, we can directly mark a 3 here. And the 3 digits remaining are 1, 7 and 9, right? So because of the 1, we can mark a 7 and 9 here, and 1, 7 and 9. And because of the 7 9 pair, we can mark the 6 8 remaining 6 8 pair, and this has to be again 7 and 9. Excellent. Great Sudoku till now. and because of the 4 here we can eliminate 4 from here, and a 4 in this box will have to be only this cell. Okay, so the 3 digits here are 1 5 and 9. Because of the 9 we can mark a 1 5 here and 1 5 9, right? Okay. So the 4 digits remaining are 1 7 8 and 9, right? So 1 is already here, 7 8 and 9 will be the 2 digits here, and here it has to be 1 7 8 9, all the 4 digits. Okay, 1 7 6 8 are the 4 numbers remaining here in this column. 6 is already there. Here we have 1 7 and 8, 7 1 6 and 8, right? Okay, 8 5 and okay. I don't think so we can mark any more candidates, I mean to say any more digits here. Candidates can be marked, but there are too many possibilities here, so I think so we would neglect that for now and seek for the skyscraper logic in this grid. So I will just hold on for a while and pause the, you can just pause the video and seek for the skyscraper logic that I was about to tell you. And okay, so before going to find the skyscraper logic, I will just explain you in this grid what a skyscraper logic is and how to spot that, right? So if you see these two columns, right, if you see these two columns, 3 4 cannot be here, so 3 4 pair is marked in the, this is just a sample grid, not a perfect genuine Sudoku, I would say, but just a sample grid to explain you what a skyscraper logic is, right? So if you see in this column, you have a 3 4 pair in this column because of the 3 4 being in the box 4, and same way you have a 3 4 pair in this column because of the 3 4 being in the box 5, right? So you have a 3 4 pair here and 3 4 pair here. So what is a skyscraper logic now? Whenever you have such case that in 2 columns or 2 rows, I would say, you have a pair, a same pair of a digit, I would not say same pair, but a pair using one of the digits. Here both the digits are same, so just let us assume that you had a 5 here or a 6 here, you had a 6 here and you had a 3 6 pair here, right? So still the skyscraper logic would be possible, but I have marked a 3 4 pair here for easy way to see the skyscraper logic, right? So whenever you have such case that in 2 rows or 2 columns you have a single digit possibility in 2 cells, and in which one of the so I have the 2 columns here, and that single cell, for example 3, is possible in same row in those 2 columns and other rows in those different in the other cells, right? So if you see the 3 4 pair marked here, one of the cells is in the same column in same row, I would say. So a 3 4 in this column and a 3 4 in this column is of the single is of the common row. Whenever you have such case, right? So whenever you have such case that 3 4 or a single possibility in both the columns is with the same row and the other possibility is in the other 2 rows, right, then the skyscraper logic is possible. And what happens now is these 2 cells and these 2 cells, so the common cell between the value or the digit that we are using, the common cell seeing both of these digits of different rows, I would say, not the same rows, of different rows, you can eliminate that possibility. So 3 won't be in these 4 cells. I'll just mark with the, sorry, 3 won't be possible in these 4 cells because all these 4 cells sees both of these digits simultaneously. Both of these cells which are in the different rows, right, of the same value 3, right? So all these 4 cells will be eliminated as the possibility of 3, and even the 4, I would say. Even the 4 is not possible because we are using the same pair in both the rows. So if I had a 3-4 pair and a 3-6 pair here, then the only possibility eliminated from these 4 cells would be 3, right? But I've used a 3-4 possibility in both of these cells, in both of these rows, which means both of these possibilities can be eliminated from these 4 cells, right? This is called the skyscraper logic, or in other words, you can even call this as an X cycle, right? So what happens if you have a 3 or 4 in one of these 4 cells? Let us assume I have a 3 here, right? So having a 3 here would give me a 4 here and a 4 here, right? Now there is no contradiction between these two cells, right? These are in different rows, but what happens is both of these cells will be a 3 now, which are in the same row, and you get a contradiction here. So this is called the skyscraper logic, and it is one of the most powerful logic in a Sudoku. Many tough Sudokus I have come across, I have tried to seek for a skyscraper logic because it is very simple to see. Just seeing the possibility of a single digit possibility in 2 rows or 2 columns, where it appears only twice, right? So this is the most important logic. And I would say one more thing is, okay, there are many extension of a skyscraper logic, right? There are many ways that you can extend the skyscraper logic, and not only this is the way that you can have a skyscraper logic. Now let me say you what are the extensions of the skyscraper logic. So let me eliminate these 2 cells, right? I'll just eliminate these 2 cells. Okay. Okay, so now let us assume, okay, you already have a 3-4 pair here. I'll just mark those 3-4 pairs. Okay, so let us assume, let us neglect this row now, this column now, and let us assume you have a 3-4 pair here and 3-4 pair in this not pair, I would say, the possibilities of 3 and 4 in only in these 3 cells. Let us assume in this column you have possibility. Now in this column you have possibility of 3 and 4 in these 2 cells, so it is as a logged pair. So let us assume you have a possibility of 3 and 4 only in these 3 cells. So you of course cannot mark a logged pair, right? Because you have a 3 possibilities. You have 3 possibilities in that row. Now again you can still mark the skyscraper logic in this case. What happens is these 3 cells will be taken as the connected cells, and the cells seeing all these 3 cells, the cells in this grid seeing all these 3 cells simultaneously will be used as the cell to eliminate the 3 and 4. So we already know that 3 and 4 is not possible in this cell because of the column. So these 2 cells can be taken or can be used as the cells to eliminate 3 and 4. So what happens if you have a 3 and 4 in these, if you have a 3 and 4 in these 2 cells. So for example, if I have a 3 here, right, the possibility of 3 in this column is here, and because of the 3 you get a 4 here, and the possibility of 3 in this column is there, right? Excellent, right? So it is not only possible with 2 cell where a digit is appearing, but it is also possible with 3 cells where 2 of the cells are in the same box, right? 2 of the cells will have to be in the same box, and still you can apply a skyscraper logic, right? So this is one of the other way to see the skyscraper logic, an extension of the skyscraper logic, I would say, right? And skyscraper logic can even be extended to a box, a single box. Now how would that be possible? Let me explain you that also. It's a great logic, I would say. I really love this logic. Skyscraper logic is one of the excellent logics, I would say. Right now this is a skyscraper logic, an extension. It is even called X chain, XY cycle. There are many names that are given for this logic, But if I would say, you just hold on to a single name skyscraper logic, because there are many extensions, and the extension is nothing but seeing a mutual cell, a common cell between the two same pairs of the digit of the cells, right? So if you see 1 and 6 here, there are only two possible places for 1 and 6 in this column, and two possible places for 1 and 6 in this row, and both of those columns and rows have 1 and 6 common in this box, right? Now what happens is, these two cells, seeing the common cell is this cell, right? This cell is already eliminated because you have a 1 and 6 pair in this box. So if you see, the common cell of these two cells is this cell, so you cannot have 1 and 6 in this cell. It's just an extension, a different kind of extension of this logic. And if you have a 1 here, you will have a 6 here and a 6 here, and both of these cells will have to be a 1, right? You'll have a 6 here and a 6 here, and both of these cells will be a 1, right? So you get 1 in both of these cells, which is in a single box. You again contradict this logic, right? So these are the ways that you can use the skyscraper logic. The extension is also very good. You can even use with the 3 cells in a single column, but you need to have 2 possibilities in a single box, right? So coming back to the puzzle now, the one which we were solving, and now this Sudoku has a skyscraper logic, right? Now I would give you a few seconds to just look out for the skyscraper logic, because now we are aware of what the skyscraper logic is and how it is to be spotted, right? Just you need to see the way it can be spotted. So I'll just give you a few minutes to just check out the skyscraper logic where it is possible. You can just pause the video and look out for the skyscraper logic. And I just realized just now, I was seeing the grid right now by while live solving. I just found one more way a skyscraper logic is possible in this Sudoku. So there are exactly 2 ways the skyscraper logic is possible. Excellent, right? Excellent Sudoku, I would say. So I'll say you both the ways where a skyscraper logic is possible. And now coming on to the logic, if you see the 9 in these 2 columns, there are exactly 2 places 9 in each of these 2 columns, and I'll just highlight those places. These are the 2 places where 9 is possible in these 2 columns, in these 2 cells in this column, and these 2 places where 9 is possible in this column, right? Now as we know that these 2 cells are in the same row and these 2 cells are in different row, so just we need to look out for the places where 9 can be eliminated, where they see both of these 2 cells simultaneously, and we can eliminate 9 from these 2 cells immediately, because if you have a 9 here, you eliminate 9 from both of these cells, and both of these cells will have to be a 9, right? Same way, if you have a 9 here, both of these cells will not be a 9 and both of these cells will be 9. So using this logic, we can directly get a 9 in this cell, in this column, in this row, I would say, because 9 is not here. We have eliminated 9 from here. 9 is not here. 9 is not in these 2 cells, so 9 is here, right? And other way is you can directly write a 1 here because 9 is eliminated here. Excellent logic, right? Excellent Sudoku. I really love this logic. Tremendous logic. Now other way to see, so both of these ways we get a 9 directly or eliminate a 9 directly and get a different digit here. And right now, just after seeing the grid, a few seconds ago, I found one more skyscraper logic. Excellent logic, and I'll just show you that logic too, right? Okay, I'll just okay, so the other logic I was saying is 9 in these 2 cells in this row and 9 in these 2 cells in this row. There are only these possible places where 9 is possible in these 2 rows, right? And you can eliminate 9 from here. The cells seeing both of these cells in different columns. So first we had the seen for the different rows, but this is in different columns because we have selected 9s from different rows, right? So the possibilities of 9 have to be eliminated from different columns, right? So you eliminate a 9 from here. Excellent, right? Superb. So this was the way to see the skyscraper logic, and we can directly write a 1 here, 9 is eliminated here, and we can directly write a 9 here because 9 is eliminated from here, which we get a 5 here, a 7 here, a 1 here, a 7 here, a 9 here, a 7 here. So we eliminated 9 from this cell as well, right? As we have already seen that. Superb, right? Because of the 7 we get a 1 here, and because of the 1, a 7 here, a 1 here, and okay, so yeah, and because of the 1 and a 9 we get a 7 here, and we get a 1 here, a 7 here, and excellent. Okay, and okay, 7 has to be in one of, because of the 7, okay, because of the 7 these two cells will have to be 8 and 9, right? 6 8, and 7 is eliminated from here, 1 6 8, and because of the 5 we directly write a 5 here, eliminate 5 from here, and 1 8 and 7 are the possibilities here. So 1 is already there, 7 and 8, 1 7 and 8, right? And the two possibilities are 6 and 9. We can directly write because of the 9 here we can directly write a 9 here, a 6 here, a 9 here, a 6 here, and because of the 9 we can write a 9 here, a 8 here, a 9 here, and because of the 8 we get an 8 here, a 7 here. Excellent. See the way the puzzle is flowing now. No way you will get stuck after getting the skyscraper logic. Excellent logic, and skyscraper logic is one of my favorite logics, I would say. Y-wing logic and skyscraper logic is one of my favorite, and I really love to spot every time. Every time I will never miss a skyscraper logic and a Y-wing logic, right? So we get a 1 here, and the last digit here is 6, and by this we have completed this gorgeous Sudoku by Eric Fox. It was an excellent Sudoku, and we have learnt a skyscraper logic, and I think so we would be able to master this logic by seeing this video. Just a few more Sudokus that you will have to go across or check across to spot the skyscraper logic, and once you do so, the motivation, the satisfaction after finding the logic is priceless. I would say priceless. So I also enjoyed solving this Sudoku. I hope you learned something from this Sudoku. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.